hello foodies. Welcome back to my channel Tasty Treats by Nikki to the English series of my recipes. And we are still on with the Ramzan series of 2024, and our today's recipe is vegetable toffee. Yes, toffee as in chocolate. Now you all must be thinking, vegetable chocolate, like what? So let's see the recipe and you will come to know what exactly it is. So here in a wok I have taken 2 tablespoons of oil. We are going to heat the oil and then we are going to add in half cup of carrots. Look at that, how finely I have chopped the carrots. So please make sure you also chop the carrots very finely. Now the very first thing we are adding carrots is because carrots will take a little more time than the other vegetables that we are adding in here to cook. So yes, we have to add carrot first so that it cooks properly and it becomes nice, soft and tender. Once the carrot is done, slowly carrots will change the color. That means they are done. We'll add our bell pepper. So here I have taken 2 small size of green bell pepper and one large yellow and red bell pepper. Look at that, how colorful that looks. And we are going to saute these vegetables until they are cooked about 60%. Yeah, almost about 60%. Once it is done up to 60%, we will add in our corn. So these are not at all boiled corns, and I have used here half cup of corns. Saute them nicely, mix them all together nicely, let it cook in the oil itself. Now you can see there is no oil also in it. Everything has been observed properly. It will take about 3 to 4 seconds to cook, and look at that. The colorful vegetables, I tell you, it is looking so beautiful. I really love to cook, and I don't feel like putting out the spices when I am making something like this colorful, but we have to. So in goes 1.5 teaspoon of chili powder, 1 tablespoon of cumin powder, and next I'm going to add in the Everest Sabzi masala, 1.5 teaspoon. This is a must whenever we make sabzi in the house, because this masala gives such a delicious flavor to the sabzis, to the vegetables that you cook at home. I can't tell you, they literally taste so wonderful, so delicious after only adding this sabzi masala. So now it's been about 5 minutes. It has been cooking on medium flame. So here I'm adding in half teaspoon of vinegar. Next goes in chili sauce, again half tablespoon. Next goes in dark soya sauce, again half tablespoon. And then I'm adding in here ginger garlic paste, half tablespoon. This is a purely homemade ginger garlic paste. The recipe for the same is uploaded on my Instagram reels. You can go ahead and check it out and make it and store it for months in your refrigerator and use it. Don't just make it and store it, use it. Sauteing the vegetables and the spices that we added, like the dry spices, sauces that we added now. The wet spices that we added now, the sauces, we are going to cook it, and then we are going to add Schezwan chutney. This is in the last, and salt, because I literally wanted the flavor of Schezwan chutney to be a little more in this. So yes, that is why I'm adding it in the last, so that it is not completely cooked. It has to be a little kacha, a little raw in that. So that gives a very good flavor to your toffees. So the mixing is done. Everything is well combined here. Now it is the perfect time to let the sauces get mixed up with the vegetables. I'm going to cover it and cook it for about 5 minutes on low flame. Till then we are going to prepare our base for this. So here roll out 2 chapatis like this, or one also will do. I have done 2 at a time. Then cut it into this big square shapes, and just I'll tell you how to do the filling. Now in the center of the square, add in your vegetable filling. So my vegetables had been done. This is after that I have rolled out all my rotis and I've kept aside, and I'm just taking and making squares and I'm showing you all. After adding the vegetable stuffing, stuff in some cheese. You can use any cheese you want, it is totally up to your desire. And then apply water to the 3 corners of your square, and then we are going to fold it in a pillow shape. Yes, in a pillow shape. Apply water to all the 3 sides of the square, and we are going to secure the open ends with the help of water. You can also use corn flour slurry for this, or all-purpose flour slurry, but I am just using normal water. And see this, you have to make it in a pillow shape and secure the ends tightly, and with the help of a fork just again secure the ends. And then look at that, how we are going to make it a toffee, just like that, and it is done. Do the same, repeat the same to the other side also. Be careful when you're doing it, don't do it too hard, you will break your toffee. Look at that, how nice and beautiful this looks. It really looks like a toffee, it looks like a chocolate. This is really nice, I loved it. Arrange them all, make them all and arrange them in a tray or a vessel or a plate anywhere, and then heat up some oil. Don't heat up the oil until unless you have made at least 8 to 12 of them, okay? So I'm just showing you this 4. I have already made about 14 of them. Look at the shapes, so nice and so beautiful. And we are going to fry it. After the oil is nicely heated, we are going to add it into the oil. Do not deep fry this one, just fry it in oil. And once you feel that yes, they have started to fry, we are going to let them cook on medium flame. So you can see the first batch is almost to be done. I'm switching it to the other side. You have to cook it from both the sides, like all the sides nicely. Now you must be thinking which flour I have taken for the outer covering. So it is all-purpose flour. I have shared the recipe in my previous video for the same. I've taken 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I've added little oil in it, and I have kneaded the dough with the help of water. You can definitely use milk also. It gives a very good flavor and texture to your dough. And if you're not frying, if you want to bake them, which is not a good option, but even if you want to, by any chance you want to bake them, do not forget to add baking soda or baking powder to your all-purpose flour when you're kneading the dough, and then you bake them. So my first batch is completed and I am ready to add in my second batch. This is very difficult to switch to the other side. You know why? Because the side that is cooked, it becomes flat, and the other side it becomes motu like that. So it is very difficult to switch the sides, but you have to manage it somehow the way I have done it. So this is done. Let's move towards the plating. let's plate our vegetable toffees Nikki style. And yes, let me tell you, my other batch is still on cooking there. Like, I have done 3 batches. After that I have done this. It took me about, I'll tell you, because I had to rest the dough also. So this recipe took me about 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours. Why? It is not because the recipe is lengthy or something. No. When you make it without shooting, it is very quick. You can like make it in 1 hour only. But when you're shooting and doing, you have to set up again and again. You have to do everything. So that becomes very lengthy. So this recipe took me 3 hours. And look at the outcome. Just look at that. Just look at that. This is so yummy and delicious. And it was really, now what I have started doing, I've started like distributing whatever I make to my neighbors also. And when they appreciate the flavors and the taste, oh my god, I just feel like on the top of the world. So this was one of that recipe. Do try it and let me know in the comment section about this. Do not forget to like the video also. Please subscribe before you leave the video.